So we're going to be checking out the video from the good brother Shisha Zed. He was a good man, but not good enough. So let's check this video out.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Shisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
I got a question for you guys. Do you think there's ever such thing as standards that are too high when it comes to modern women? I mean, seriously, do you ever think chicks say, you know what, these standards might be, and of course here we're talking about standards, right? You ever think standards might be too high? Well, I came across this video of this chick that I've seen a bunch of times online giving other women advice, usually horrible advice. This is the same chick who in another video.
Well, women are not going to say standards are too high, because otherwise they would be settling, in air quotes, when they don't understand that most people overwhelmingly are what you would call average. 70% of people, that includes men and women, are average. But women chase after the top 1 to 5% of men. Most women chase after those guys. But I just still don't understand what's wrong with living an average, normal life. It's more trouble-free, actually. Because if you're going to go after those 1 to 5% men, they're going to have more, they're going to have other women. The chances of an average to above average guy having more than one woman falls, the percentages fall astronomically as you go lower in the pay scale. So, and then you women, y'all all talk about cheating, which y'all do more cheating than men do, but y'all are the ones complaining about it. So to me, it would say go lower down the scale as far as pay, because that's what drives y'all. The lifestyle, the more money you make, the lifestyle is what you want. So go lower down the pay scale. You're more prone to get a man that's gonna be monogamous to you. Higher in the pay scale, he's not gonna be as monogamous to you. So fucking simple. I just don't.
Video when they asked her about Cardi B and how she claimed that she used to drug men and rob them and all types of stuff, and she never catch any backlash for that, she responded with good for her. Because she's like, you can't compare what men do to women as far as SA and other things to Cardi B drugging men and robbing them. And she says she did that in hotel rooms, right, Cardi B? And that response was crazy. And I guess we can't expect anything less. But anyways, check this out, man. This chick talks about a relationship that she's in. And she's always talking about relationships. And talks about why she broke up with the guy and how her standards have been raised even higher. I mean, how high can they get?
Right.
That's my question. How high can they get, right? These standards of a lot of these chicks. Let's get it.
Hey you guys, so I recently broke up with my boyfriend, and I didn't think that I was going to share this experience or this story just because it's not that big of a deal and it's kind of private too, but I decided to share it because I felt like the girls really needed to hear about this. So there are 2 major points I'm going to make, and I'm going to try to keep this very short. So number one, the way that God has carried me throughout this breakup is really nothing short of amazing and unbelievable. Usually after a breakup, I'm a mess. Like, I've been known to cry in the club over a breakup. Like, I'm telling you, days, weeks, you know. And the fact that that has not been my experience this time is only because of God. And I've been really trying to get back to my relationship with him.
I personally say that's a good thing, right? I encourage anybody who's curious about God. That is a good thing. In my opinion. You disagree, that's okay. Let's keep listening.
First and foremost, so that he is leading my relationships from now on. Number 2 is I feel like a lot of times when we all see these breakup stories, especially coming from the woman's perspective, it's always like this horror story, like, you know, the stuff that she's been through and what he put her through and all the stuff that she put up with. And we all look at her like, girl, why was you in that relationship? Like, why did you stay? But when I tell you guys that that's not my experience at all, like, it just wasn't.
No, that no one puts you through anything. You allow these things to happen. You are being a victim. You are not taking accountability. No one puts you through anything. How is it possible? How is it possible? No human has control over another human. Period. End of story. That's it. What he put you through? No. I'm not gonna buy it on any day of the week. He can be the most evil, controlling, this, that, and the other. Now, long as he doesn't do anything physically. Other than that, you are in total control of you. Period. Put you through what he put you through. That's break.
My ex was a great guy. Like, even after we broke up, still sending me flowers to my apartment. You know, like, just a great guy, but for somebody else. And
after y'all broke up, he still send you flowers. Get out of here.
we didn't break up because of anything that he did to me, anything that I found out or anything that I did to him. We literally broke up because just of small things that led me to understand that this was not my husband. And so I needed to make room for my husband by exiting that relationship. But I'm telling you, the way that he treated me within this relationship was so good. He's raised my standard. And
guys, how many times do we see women passing up on good men? At least here she was honest and said he was a good man, still sending her flowers. I'm not saying it should have ended horribly. I'm just saying this is really, 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 really common. Good guys getting passed on and usually never ends well. I'm telling you, man, as far as she's concerned, I hope the best for her, but from what I've personally seen, it will end in tears. It will end in tears. It might take a while, but from what I see, there's not enough coffee. Let's keep listening.
you guys know that my standards are already high to begin with, but my ex treated me so well in our relationship that it was like, if the next guy, he's made it harder for the next guy, because if the next guy isn't coming.
Well, one of the things that I see is that she's probably gonna get another guy that really does care about her. But she's still glued to that guy. The guy that she calls, he was a really good guy, still sent her flowers. That's irritating. First of all, I'm not sending you flowers in the first place, even when we together. But for what? For why? For them to die in 5 days and I waste my money and it's a control factor for you? No flowers. No. So, but anyway, what's gonna happen is she's gonna run out here and be on the CC for a while, and she's gonna end up going back to that guy that she says was a good guy. And he's gonna take her back. They're gonna be in a relationship for a set period of time. And you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna get rid of her. She's gonna be totally messed up. That's what's gonna happen. Trust me.
Like my ex or better, then off the rip you can get to stepping. Like, so, you know, breakups don't always have to be this, oh, I'm learning a hard lesson, or I went through some traumatic experience. Not every relationship is going to end up in a marriage, and the ones that don't end up in marriage doesn't mean that it has to be messy, or, you know, as long as you're upholding your standards within the relationship it should be a positive experience. And honestly,
I agree with that. I agree with the fact that not every relationship is going to end up in marriage, and there doesn't have to be toxicity involved in the marriage. But how are you getting out of relationships and your standards are even higher and higher and higher and higher? How high?
But I agree with everything you just said. But did we venture to think, because she said she broke up with him, did we even venture to think how he felt? Will we even explore that at all? Because when a man gets into a relationship, he gets into a woman, he's in. He's all in. Physically, emotionally, financially, he's in. And then all of a sudden, one day she says, I don't think this is gonna work, for no sensical reason at all. You don't understand my love language. All right, we're gonna continue because
High can you go? Because at some point you've reached a different level, which we call delusion.
my relationship was a positive experience, and I'm telling you, like, I have nothing bad to say about him, and we're still friends, we still talk and everything, but I just don't feel like the girls hear that often about a relationship that you get out of that has raged.
She said they still talk. That's why I said she's gonna go back to him later. Men, you gotta cut this shit off completely. You have to disappear to her, because she'll continue to talk to him. And if he continues to talk to her, hopefully the light's gonna come on for him. Out. Just none. You are a stranger to her. You don't know her anymore. You gotta do it. Because all she doing is, like I said, she gonna ride the CC and she gonna come back to you later. It's gonna be some years, but she'll come back to you later.
Like, raised your standards, that like he's treated me so well, like the next guy's gonna be hard for him, you know? So I just wanted you guys to hear that, because not every breakup is a horror story, and not every breakup is some hard learning lesson. Some breakups are really because you're just maturing and you want different types of relationships, and you just came to understand, like, I don't see myself marrying that person, so let's not waste each other's time. And that's pretty much what this was. But like I said, great guy, love him, and yeah, that's it.
Interesting. Here's how that breakup probably went. Hey, you know, you've really helped me and realize my worth. Like, you did so much for me. You helped me really realize my worth. And so much to the point that I think I deserve better than you.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Thanks for that. And since he probably still secretly deep down inside somewhere over there is hoping that things work out, or maybe, hey, maybe the guy's like, thank God, you know, things are broken up, nice and smooth. Could be that. I think the worst thing here is standards raised even higher and higher and higher. At what end does it turn into delusion, right? These standards. Guys, listen, as always, I'm curious to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time.
See, the women, y'all don't understand. This guy that she just broke up with, he's over there. His heart is broken. He's broken. Because how I know he's broken? I cannot fathom. When I'm done with you, I am done with you. I do not go back. The fact that she said, this is what she said, I'm just going to take it for true. He still sends her flowers. That man still loves you. That man still want to be with you. Man, ooh. Ladies, y'all got to understand what y'all doing. It sounds like he was too good. And then when you come back in 4 years from now, I realized that you were the best thing for me. And on this dating scene, there's nothing out there, because today's dating scene, I don't know what y'all searching for. I really don't know what y'all searching for.